Hi there and welcome back to 1700. We're lucky enough to be joined in the studio by The Avenue, who are just wrapping up their Names EP tour. How's it going, guys?
Yeah, good, thanks. Thanks for having us.
Can we just get you to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Sam. I play guitar and sing, and Kyle plays guitar as well. The other two are too lazy to be here, apparently. So.
Look, it's something we can all relate to. How's the tour been so far?
Yeah, it's been really good. We've done all the dates bar the Melbourne show, which is this Saturday night, which should be awesome. All the shows have been really good, especially Brisbane last week. That was sick.
Was that something that was always kind of a goal for you guys?
Yeah, it always has been sort of in the back of our minds. It's kind of, when you start a band, you always think about the days where you'll be touring, but it was never really a deliberate plan. It just sort of unfolded that way. We're kind of at the stage now where we can do it and have it be effective and there actually be a point to doing it. So yeah, it's been good.
So what's been the highlight of the Names EP tour?
The highlight
so far probably was the Brisbane show. It was just one of those gigs that everything just came together really well. And we flew to that one, but we drove to all the other gigs that we did. So we were very tired for all of those except the Brisbane one.
Yeah.
So the fact that we could
Well, the travelling is kind of a highlight in a way also.
Yeah, it's
even though it gets tiring and you're doing stuff on 2 hours sleep and sleeping on the floor of an airport at 3 in the morning, but it's just all memories really, so yeah.
How do you guys keep yourself entertained while on tour?
I don't know, long drives we always the whole point of it really, we're just trying to make each other laugh the whole time. Yeah. That's just the way that we pass the time. It's just coming up with ridiculous things to say and just laughing and ragging on people and, being generally obnoxious. But yeah, that's always a great way to pass the time.
So what's your favourite thing about making and playing music?
Favourite thing about it? Well, it's just generally the way I look at it is there's not really anything else that I could do.
Just the fact that we can do it and we do it is the best bit of it.
The fact we were born into a time where it's actually something that is a viable option to do with your life is just something to be thankful for, and lucky that we all ended up in the situation where we can do it at this point. That's the best thing about it. It just is our life really at this point, which is great.
Was it something that was a goal for you when you were younger, or have you kind of fell into it as you've grown up?
I don't know about you.
Pretty much always.
Yeah.
Probably you a bit longer.
Yeah, ever since I understood the concept of it, it's always been something that I wanted to do really. My earliest memory is doing it, so it's just something that's always been, it's just what my life is really at this point. And it always has been, I think so.
With your new EP Names, how did the name come about?
Well, it's a series of 4 EPs, Faces, Names, Bodies, Blood, which are all an analogy for a general storyline that sort of runs throughout life. So that's the real basic explanation. So
it's an aspect of the story.
Yeah. So you guys just dropped your latest EP. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah.
Yes. Compared to our first EP, it's much more delving into ambience, and it's even more as this one piece, it's more cohesive. That's a motif that we tried to do with both, is to have each song flow into each other. But this one, I think we do that a little bit more pronounced.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot darker than our last EP and goes into a lot more stylistic differences, and it's very homogeneous.
It contains both our heaviest and our most acoustic and low key songs.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
We've released so far.
Is it hard then, I guess, if each song is flowing into each other, is it hard then translating that to a live setting?
Yeah, yes and no. Our live shows are a lot more spontaneous and a lot more improvised than our EPs are. So every show will be different. We'll just decide we just decide how to do it while we're doing it. I'll just be telling Kyle, do this in between songs, and then I'll do something, and then some stuff we'll have planned out, but most of it we just really fly off the cuff.
achieving similar effects to what we do on the actual recordings, but using like our live instruments instead.
Yeah, it's a lot less premeditated. So sometimes it works really well and sometimes it doesn't. But it's always different and it's always interesting, yeah.
Yeah, that's the fun of it.
So, what's your favourite song on your EP, Names?
I don't know. What's yours?
Mine probably is Love. Just like playing it live is like probably the most fun for me. But I don't know, like probably my favourite song off the EP is probably Grip. Like You Got a Grip on Me.
Yeah, that's
Just
the
'cause
closing
so
song.
different.
It's the closing song. It's the most experimental. It's like mostly only vocals and guitar, and then it goes into like this extended outro that uses like instrumental instruments like clarinets and saxophones and stuff. It's very orchestral, but it's very weird. You won't hear much like it anywhere else, I don't think. It's a pretty good. It's good to show the differences the different variations we can do with production and stuff like that. Yeah.
And just quickly, you've got a show coming up. Can you just tell people where they can find out about that and who you're playing with?
Yeah, it's this Saturday the 10th at the Evelyn. You can find out about it on our Facebook and Instagram at official The Avenue. And yeah, it should be really good. I think we got some great opening bands as well, like Ever Changing and Cat Eddie Trio. Yeah. So yeah, it should be awesome.
Thank you so much for joining us, guys. We're going to throw to another clip now.